Talk about the knockout there at the end.
I just went out there and just trying to have fun. Unfortunately, I kicked him the cup, but no, I saw the opportunity when I hit him with a nice punch and just hit up my mouthpiece and started throwing.
Does that kind of take you out of the moment when you have to take that break for the low blow?
It was unfortunate that I caused that damage to my opponent, but no, it gave me the ability to kind of calm down a bit. I just went in with the first 30 seconds with kind of like not anxiety but kind of pressure, and then I was able to calm down after that.
Why do you feel you had pressure on you for this one?
You always have pressure going into a UFC fight. You got another man who's trying to punch you in the face in front of millions of people, so it's kind of hard to forget that.
There was a few fights that fell off of this. You ended up fighting maybe a little bit earlier than you thought you were going to. I don't know if that's the case or not, but did that affect you at all when you're sitting in the back?
Actually, they wanted me on a fight pass, and I got pushed up to cable television, Fox Sports 1, and I love the prestige of fighting on cable television, and all my friends and family who don't have internet or don't have the fight pass get to watch me fight, so it's fantastic.
Do you feel now after some weird incidents before your fights or during your fights that you're kind of past that and on a bit of a roll now?
I like to consider myself an exciting fighter, and unfortunately I'm also exciting, outside the ring and the shenanigans. So maybe it'll continue, maybe not, but I'm also excited to ride the wave and roll with the punches.
Would you say this is your best performance in the UFC so far?
I'll have to watch tape. I'm probably gonna find mistakes, but with that kind of win on my record, I feel really good about it. But on to bigger and better things. I'm not ranked yet, so let's try to get that.
After your fight, you just kind of sat there in the ring for a while, just thinking, and the camera was on you for quite a while. What were you thinking?
So being a fighter, I know the ups and downs, and he's debuting in the UFC. I know what it's like to lose and lose in that fashion. So I wanted to be on the canvas with my opponent, and I didn't want to stand up until he did. So it's out of respect.
Do you do that every time you fight someone?
I wouldn't say I do that every time, but a good person told me act like you've been there. And so, you go off jumping on the cage, flipping the bird or acting crazy. It just shows that you were, surprised. And, I'm not surprised when I win. I always, consider myself a winner going in. And so, I don't really need to celebrate as much. And so I'm just more so worried about my opponent getting up.
Who told you that?
Wrestling coach back in high school. Act like you've been there. You don't need to act a fool.
What's it like for the family with your brother-in-law fighting last week and you fighting this week, and his sister, your wife, is here? I mean, like, for you guys to fight so close, what's that like for your family? Is that more stressful?
I say, my poor wife. Unfortunately, she had to stress out with brother-in-law fighting, and then this weekend with me fighting, and then bless her heart, yesterday was her birthday.
Oh, wow.
It was the anniversary of her 29th birthday, and so she got to take care of me as I was cutting the weight.
Wow. That's an angel right there.
I'm a lucky one.
Did she go to Nick's fight as well?
She couldn't go to the fight. She's currently residing in Denver, Colorado with me, and Nick was fighting in Hamburg, but we would absolutely love it, but unfortunately she was sticking with me through my camp.
And the fact that he won, and then you're up next week, does that give you a little extra, all right, now I have to keep it going too?
No, it's not any extra pressure. I feel like Nick and I are on separate sides of the world as far as he wins. I'm very proud for him. I want to see great things, but it doesn't really reflect on my performance.
Who would you like to fight next?
Anyone and everyone. I love exciting fights. So give me an exciting fighter, somebody that will bite their mouthpiece and throw, and hopefully getting fight of the night. I want to be a fighter remembered by a legacy and fantastic fights. So put someone in front of me that will give me that.
Anybody in mind, just to come to mind as far as that's ranked that maybe they could get you up there?
I don't have any names right now.
Cool. Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.